Hello everybody, welcome to Hermitcraft. I am at the museum and today is going to be a bit of a slightly weird episode. It's one that everybody has done at some point in their lives. I'm going to be doing this whilst... Oh, there's stone down here, that's good. Oh, and there's snow, I'm taking that. I'm going to be doing it whilst I do other stuff. I've got life stuff going on, so I needed an episode that I could talk about something I knew about, whilst I could also think about. Well, that's if you keep doing that, that's the thing. Oh goodness sakes, zombies. Okay, today, as you can probably guess by something in the title, it's basically how to suck at being a YouTuber. No, it's my take on the whole. Okay, so you do YouTube, now what kind of thing. So, I have actually written stuff down for this, I know. But if I'm trying to be organised, then I actually write stuff down. And a lot of my advice is going to be relatively harsh. I don't mean for it to be relatively harsh, that's just how it is. Do I continue the floor? I'm going to continue the floor. Oh, hang on, no, these are where I want my... This is going to be my evil science lab. This is where I want my pods of people pieces to be. And I want the wall. That's what I came here. And I've got some blocks of iron. I've got some blocks of snow to work on that with. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. So this is me testing how things work. Could do it like that. Anyway, how to be a YouTuber. Now, I get asked this... well, since I stopped reading my messages, and I'll come on to that later, I get asked this a lot. I don't think that's going to work. I do like the snow, and I like them together, but I don't think that's going to work. So I've been asked for advice by a lot of people, and I mean a lot. It's one of those things that people who are struggling with YouTube do. They ask for advice for people that they enjoy watching, and that's okay. However, what you have to realise is that that your favourite YouTubers don't have the answers any more than you do. I think is the clear thing that we need to... Oh, of course, it's got stripes on it. I'd forgotten about the stripes. I like the idea of stripes. Yeah, your favourite YouTubers have about as much of an idea as anyone else, because to be honest, YouTube is sort of hit and miss. So take my advice with a pinch of salt, a big pinch, because at least I admit I know nothing. I am Jon Snow. I know nothing. Okay. So and a lot of my advice is going to be I'm going to say it's going to be relatively harsh, because, to be honest, sugarcoating things doesn't help anyone. I kind of like the stripes on that. I need to go get ender pearls, I think. So, okay, so point one that I've got is have a personality. Now, I'm thinking everybody's going, but I've got a personality. Okay, yeah, everyone's got a personality. We're not automatons. We're not robots. You would not tell that by the way that new YouTubers come onto the scene. I have seen... Where are my ender pearls? They're up there. I have seen... In my to be honest, I have seen more startups than you would believe, because I'll come back to that later. But I have gone and tried to help people, and you sound bored a lot of the time when you start out, and that's because you don't know how to be you don't know how to react to the video, and oh, go away, spiders. And that's a reasonable thing. I mean, nobody knows how to react to the videos when you start out. However, if you don't have a personality you can fall back on, then you're going to have a problem. I mean, I'm going to say this out loud. If you're a young person, you're probably not going to be that popular. And when I say young, I mean if you're a young boy and you have not, how do I put this? How do I put this delicately? If you're a young boy and your voice is still, how far am I going? I'm going up quite far. If your voice still has not obtained its masculine timbers, as it were, you're possibly not going to be that popular, because a lot of the time people don't want to listen to young voices. And I say that as somebody who's listened to a lot of young voices. It's just irritating at times, and that's nothing you can do about that. Also, I think the problem with being very, very young when you start YouTube is you don't actually have a huge amount of personality, because you're young. Young people don't have the life experience that other people do, and that's not your fault, and that's not anyone's fault. It's just the fact that you don't often know who you are until you do. And I think a lot of people who are older YouTubes will possibly agree with me. Let's have a look at this from afar. Oh, if I do boopity. Until you've actually lived a little, making the decision about who you are, yeah, that's okay. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Until you figure out who you are, you can't show the world who you are, if you think about it. I'm not saying don't try, I'm just saying be aware that people are picky, and they will only watch things if they like the person that they're watching, and you're gonna struggle if you don't know who you are. So yeah. Also, people say, well, how can I stop being, you know, boring, etc. And I'm just like, I think it was Slip who did a video like this recently. And the thing that I said there was fake it until you make it. Now, if you're not having a good day, or you're having a weird day, which is pretty common for most people, and you're not sure what to do, you can generally fake enthusiasm for a lot of things. So you can be happy and bouncy and funny and find things amusing, and generally that will be okay. Not everybody has good days. People recognise that. But if everything you do is, and this is this, and I hate this because, yeah, if you're down on everything you do, for example, I say, okay, that sucks about my stuff reasonably a lot, and I change things. Because if I'm not happy with Minecraft particularly, I change what I'm doing. So things aren't the same all the time. As an evil lair wall goes, that's fine. I might... Now there's a thought. Ooh, I need lava light of some description. I can't have it up too high, so maybe... Snow doesn't get done by lava, in case you're wondering. So maybe... I have... So anyway, yes, fake it until you make it. I will put the caveat there that people know when you're faking it. So you can't do it, you know, can't do it too long. Also, you might not have the personality to be a Let's Player. After you've done all that, after you've got yourself a personality of your very own, it might not be one for Let's Player. At which point I would say don't Let's Play, do something else, do tutorials, etc. That's basically it. Personality is something very subjective, and whilst people might like you, I will be honest that at very early days, you'll either have really rude people who tell you that you suck constantly, or you'll have people like your friends who don't want to tell you that you suck. Each of those can be pretty devastating. I'm, you know, because your friends should tell you the truth, obviously, because they're your friends. Also, if I have lava light going around the middle, that should not avoid that. Yeah, and also being told that you suck on a regular basis. It's kind of heartbreaking, to be honest. I'm going to take this all down. I need to bring it forward a level. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't like it, tear it down. And I suppose that can go for your personality as well. If you don't like it, change it. Much more difficult than changing things in Minecraft. Yeah, the second point I should probably mention, don't play Minecraft. If you want to get anywhere on YouTube at the moment, Minecraft is probably the most oversaturated game. It will be so difficult to get noticed. I mean, for example, I watch a lot of Minecraft. I'm fairly active in the community, obviously. I still find people who are incredibly popular, who I have no idea who they are. And that's the norm for Minecraft. It's not a weird thing. It's like you don't often see people that you know, and they're so popular. I mean, we're talking about people with 300,000 viewers. I mean, like, really popular people, and I see that all the time. Minecraft is just, it's just oversaturated, and a lot of the popular people got on the I'm going to call it the Minecraft train, like the love train, when it was new. So Minecraft is not your best bet unless you've got something to show. Now, I am going to use people on the Hermitcraft server as examples. If you are like Corrales and you have incredibly detailed builds to show, if you are like a Zuma or Mumbo and you have redstone stuff that no one else is doing, those are the only times I would say do Minecraft, because Minecraft is just mental. It's not a thing that I would wish on anybody at the moment, because it's so there's just so many people doing it. I mean, when I started, there was a lot of people doing it, and I started 3 years ago nearly, and I would not wish Minecraft new starting on anyone right now. So yeah, oh, for goodness sake, that's the wrong level. Pooh. So yeah, don't play Minecraft. If you do, have something to show. Okay, so yeah. So if your buildings are boxes, and I would say that even with the technical side, if your buildings are boxes, you've really got nothing to show people, and that's a shame. But better you know that now than you start a channel and then get frustrated by it without knowing the reason why. I feel really mean saying these things, but I think as a whole, people need to realise why Minecraft is like possibly a bad bet. Find something new. There are indie games at the moment, like, are completely a new sort of genre. I say a new genre. They're incredibly popular right now. And I'm going to go up here. So if I do what I did here, but as a 3-ther, and then if I have glass all the way along this line and have lava light, that would work. It would work. Shut up. Stop being mean. Yeah, so Minecraft, great game. So great, in fact, people love Let's Playing it. And you're probably, no, this is where I want, yeah, this is where I want the lava light across the thing. But maybe one up. So if I do the lava light on this level, maybe. That's too close. Maybe if I have it running in between this section here. So if I have like snow here, and by the, yeah, lava doesn't melt snow. Snow, snows. Snow, snow, snow. Snow, snow, snow. Oh, for goodness sake. Boop! Snow. And glass along the middle and have it. Oh, yeah, that could work. Maybe just having different lines of coloured glass. Well, it's a start anyway. What else was I going to say? Let me look at my handy dandy Word document. Oh, yes, advertising. Go away. Go away. Stop being mean, poo bums. When I say advertising, I'm not entirely 100% certain of what I mean. How far is this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm going to say that advertising doesn't work within reason. If you advertise on other channels, you will not be popular. You will irritate, one, the owner of that channel, 2, all their fans, because they think it's rude, because it is, and yeah, pretty much. There's the advertising on other people's channels is a no-go. No one I know in Minecraft, and I know a lot of people, has ever got where they are by advertising on their on other people's channels. So I'm going to say that nicely now. So yeah, don't advertise on other people's channels because yeah, it's just rude. However, advertising works within reason, and you have to be very, very specific about the kind of advertising you do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Limp. Boop, 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 boop. I think. Boop. Yeah. No. What the hell was I thinking? Okay. No. Oh, I'm stupid. I am stupid. Yeah, don't listen to me because I'm flipping stupid. If you are going, right, let's tell you the story of how I got noticed. Right. I started playing Super Hostile maps. And this was basically when Legendary come out for Super Hostile, which was sort of at the peak of Minecraft height. Peak of Minecraft height, yeah. Well, sorry, that's the word I'm using. Shut up. So I got on when it was pretty early, and the way I got on was I did a couple of episodes, and then I went on to Vex's 3, 4, 5 thread, and then I casually mentioned, after hanging out there for quite a while, I was quite a regular poster at that point. Sorry, and I quietly mentioned that, oh yeah, I'm doing a Let's Play of Legendary. I'm so bad at it, ha ha ha. And I didn't even put a link in it. I really didn't. I didn't even put a link in it. And because I was I'm not well known there now. I sort of have abandoned that sort of aspect. Let's go get some glass and go have a sleep. People started to come and look, and then Vex came and had a look, because Vex, I'm not at that point in time, he was pretty much watching every single Let's Play of his stuff. I know that because I asked him, and he was like, that's a thing that happened. So yeah, slip your work in there, either to get friends who will advertise for you. Other people advertising for you is really quite gold. Oh, where's my glass? There's my glass. That'll do. Because it takes out the blowing your own trumpet aspect, and if other people are recommending you, then it gets the ball rolling. So that's how I did it. So I think the word sneaky does come into play, but also not obnoxious, I think, is more important than anything else. Don't be obnoxious about it, because people hate that, like properly loathe it. So yeah, find a forum that relates to what it is you're doing, and then use that. So yeah, I quite like this. As things go, I'm going to need to go down and get some lava, I think. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, let's go down into my mines and try and find some lava. Yeah. I suppose related to that is bothering bigger YouTubers. Now this is where things start to get possibly a little bit mean. Between 0 and possibly 10,000 people, I was relatively happy about being bothered, because it made me feel good, about come and look at my channel, see what I'm doing wrong. I was relatively happy to do that. I say relatively because, you know, it took out some time. Oh, I've got buckets. I don't have many buckets, but I've got buckets. Okay, let's actually take some iron. I got plenty of iron, and go see how it looks. Yeah, when I was quite small, I was relatively happy to go to individual channels and read my inbox and help other people out. But it takes time, because one, you have to watch someone else's videos, and two, you have to come up with structured critique, because otherwise you're just an asshole. So yeah, when you're asking that of someone, you have to be aware that it takes time. I do not have the time to do it now. So people that ask me to do it these days, no, because if you think about it, if I don't know you on a personal level, what you're basically doing is you're asking a stranger to come in and help you. Let's do it like this. Whoa, light, bright light. Okay. Which is okay sometimes. You can ask a stranger, but I think what you have to realise about YouTube is that their YouTube time is limited, and when they're helping out you, they're not making content for themselves. And if they I quite like that. We're going to go down into the mines. First things first, we're going to get more buckets, I think, and then go down into the mines. Yeah, when you're bothering bigger YouTubers, you're stopping them from making content of their own, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, and you can be quite happy to do that, but you just have to be aware that sometimes we get asked this a lot, and having to do that sort of thing takes way too much time, because if you're asking, then chances are somebody else is as well. And to be honest, we're not going to tell you anything that you don't know. Let me get down, thank you. You know if there are problems with your channel, you know what they are. Or at least if you don't know what they are, then you're not thinking hard enough. Sad but true. There's got to be lava around here somewhere. Where is going to be? Oh right, I sealed all the things up. Oh, let's go down this one and find some lava. Yeah, so you know what the problems are with your channel. If you don't, you need to start thinking honestly about what it is you're doing. And look at it with a harsh, do I suck kind of expression on your face. Because, or rather, why am I not doing this honestly? Am I genuinely not providing content that people like, or is it that people don't want what it is I'm doing? Honestly, ask you. To be honest, the people that are going to know are probably your subscribers rather than them. Although, be aware that subscribers kind of like to be liked by people that they like on YouTube. So then, no, you're perfect, you're wonderful, you're brilliant. That's a relatively common thing for a YouTuber to experience. So, yeah. Oh, the only thing I would talk about bothering bigger YouTubers is if you're using their work, you need to make sure that it's there is a valid reason for it to be there. Like, oh, where did I put my my lava bricks? My lava bricks, my iron bricks. God. So if you're because a lot of the time when I see those sorts of things, it feels a lot like bandwagoning. For example, you're trying to use someone else's popularity to get popular in your own right, and that's kind of dodgy if you think about it. I think this has that got to be here? Why are you running, lava? Why by the way, lava mechanics not my forte. Okay. Here? Yes, there. That's how to do it. This is how we do it. Okay. Let's go down and have a look. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I quite like that. And then it can be like a tube that's going all the way through. Hooray! Yeah, so if you're going to be using other people's work, you need to make it your own in some way and not just blatantly take huge sections of what it is they're doing. They don't like that. They don't like that. I've seen it happen. So, yeah. What's the next point? Okay, the next point I was going to make is you need to spend money. And I know people say, oh no, you don't need to spend money, not when you're starting out. People will come, people won't come. If your videos are not slightly semi-professional, they generally won't watch, and if they do watch, they're going to get irritated by whatever it is you're giving them. So for example, let's recording software. Spend some money to get some decent recording software. I still use Fraps to this day. It's not the best one, but it is there. But it is, you can use the one that has like the little logo. Well, I'm pointing upwards with my mouse. The little logo at the top of the screen, you can use that. And it goes for all of them. The free cams are possibly the worst idea that you can do for your channel because it doesn't look professional. It doesn't even give the remote sense of professionality, and software is cheap. This is going back to the younger people are going to have it more difficult because, you know, yeah. This, why am I going in here? What was I actually after? I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you have to spend a minimum amount. And I have a relatively minimal setup for where I am because, you know, I'm skint because I have no job. So yeah, I have, for example, I have a couple of different kinds of recording software. I'm going to need to go sleep in a bit. And you know what, let's set up the little doodah pods at the back. Yeah, I have a minimal setup. It does not. I mean, that's saying something. My minimal setup, for example, let's have a look. I've got a decent microphone. Sound quality is something that people will get really annoyed about. If you have a hiss on your videos, people are going to get annoyed, and you're not going to get the popularity that you possibly so richly deserve. I'm going to say possibly rather than probably. Sorry. So yeah, my minimal setup cost about 200 quid in total. And like I say, that is a minimal setup. When I use it, it's not high end whatsoever, but it's the minimum necessary for me to actually make decent videos. So yeah. Now you can start out with a rubbish setup like I did, which was I paid for fraps and got that logo off my screen. What else did I do? I used Windows Movie Maker, and occasionally still do. Oh, stupid Cleo. Because it's fast and it's relatively good and it gives decent videos. You just have to know how to set it up. And I used a cheapish boom mic. It cost about 20 quid. So that would be minimal startup setup. Unless your personality is rock solid. Yeah. So that's set up. Okay, fans, listen to your fans. Yeah? They know who you are and they know what you're capable of, but don't listen to them too much because they don't know, you know, they don't know you, they don't understand the limits of your time and your capability. Oh yeah, that was a creeper, by the way, in case you're wondering what happened there. I do need to fix that. They don't understand what it is, what it means to actually run a YouTube channel. So you can listen to them and they'll tell you what they like and they dislike, but take it with a pinch of salt. So, I mean, do what you can, not what your fans wish you could do, if that makes sense. The physical limitations of YouTube are reasonably difficult at times. And that includes the fact that people have lives. People have lives. And we're going to put another one there. I'm going to come back and fix this probably. Boop. Because hopefully this doesn't have much effect aside from... Boop. Yeah. There we go. Let me think. Oh, don't say a lot. People irritate. That irritates a lot of people. Trust me, I know. I do say a lot, but you know, I'm getting out of the habit slowly. It's 3 years slow at the moment, so don't hold hope for me just yet. Oh yeah, last one. People are going to be horrible to you. And if you can't handle the fact that people are nasty, horrible people, probably best not to start. I need another one for that point there. Yeah, because people are just... I mean, I have had abusive comments. I've had comments wishing me that I would be raped. For some reason, the one that's coming up at the moment is, she sounds fat. And I'm just like, really? That's what you've got to offer? She sounds fat. Now, I was a big, massive, huge troll. So, oh, hello. Oh, there's 2 of you. Okay. Before I was on YouTube, I used to be a massive troll. So these people just aren't even trying, in my opinion. But if that's going to offend you and that's going to have a problem, then it's not worth the pain and suffering it's going to cause. People are morons. Let's be blunt about this. People are morons 90% of the time, particularly when they think it's funny, and they always think it's funny. So they're going to hurt your feelings at least once, and I say that as somebody who's going to have their feelings hurt at least once. Okay. Why did I stop here? Oh, that's why I stopped there. That's good. Oh, look, stuff that I'm not going to pick up and people are going to yell at me for. So yeah, people are horrible and mean and nasty, and you are going to be upset by them because you're a human being. And sorry, but that's just the way it is. If you're a girl, it's going to happen a lot more than if you're a dude. So yeah. You know what? I think that's probably all I've got to say. People can be horrible. People can be lovely. I've also met the loveliest people in the world. Oh God, thank you. Doing YouTube. So I've met the horriblest people in the world, and I met the loveliest people in the world. The lovely people make it worthwhile. So yeah. Boop. You can tell I'm Hermitcraft, and just block things up with iron blocks. It's fine. Yeah, so that's really all I've got to say for today. So this is basically being YouTube sucks. Get a helmet. That's pretty much what this episode is about. So yeah, I hope it's been relatively informative. And I hope you don't hate my design because I'm a fragile little flower. And people hurt me all the time. It's so sad and true. So yeah, this has been Zombie Cleo Builds a Wall and talks about YouTube, and has probably turned off a huge amount of people by being blatantly honest. So anyway, I've been Zombie Cleo. This has been Hermitcraft. This has been my thoughts on YouTubing. Class dismissed.